Good morning to everybody. It's another beautiful day. We find in Parshat Miketz, Pharaoh sees a dream, which really touched him, the dream. It frightened him. He got scared. He's looking for people to interpret his dream. He wants to know what is the message. Something's really bothering him. Until now, Pharaoh saw so many dreams. Nothing bothered him. All of a sudden, he sees a dream that really bothers him. This was a dream from Hashem. So Pharaoh is looking for right person to interpret the dream. So many people came and started interpreting the dreams, different versions. He didn't really like it until he found out. He heard that the butler and the baker also had dreams while they were in jail, and there was a Jewish man by the name of Yosef who was able to interpret the dream. The way he interpreted, that's exactly what happened. So Pharaoh calls up, he wants to meet that person, Yosef, which is sitting in jail. Yosef comes, and he's so confident, so comfortable with Pharaoh. When Yosef gave interpretation to Pharaoh, Pharaoh loved it the most. What made Pharaoh like Yosef's interpretation? You had other people, tons of people, astrologists came, very knowledgeable, educated people came to interpret Pharaoh's dream. Pharaoh didn't like it. Came Yosef, a young man that was in the jail for such a long time, came from a different country, not even from Egypt. He was able to interpret it, and Pharaoh liked it. Chachamim explained the way Yosef interpreted, the way Yosef was standing in front of Pharaoh. He was so confident, he was so sure, he was so positive about it, that Pharaoh didn't even have a second doubt. Other people came to interpret Pharaoh's dream. They were like, well, maybe this is what it means, maybe this and maybe that, well, I'm not sure, or maybe this makes more sense. There's no such thing as maybe. Who wants to hear maybe? Everybody wants to hear positive, 100% positive, confident. Our problem in life, many times we do not succeed, and things don't work out because we don't know. Well, when we talk, well, I don't know. Are you able to start your job? Well, I don't know, maybe it is. We're not confident. Safek, which is a doubt. Satan. Safek that has the same gematria of Amalek, also like Amalek, confuses us. Yosef was the one that was so confident. He was so sure and he was so positive. He didn't have a second doubt that this is the meaning of your dream. So Pharaoh liked it. And all of a sudden, the Yosef's life changed. He was taken out from the pit. He was upgraded. He became second to the biggest people in Egypt, second to biggest to Pharaoh. Rabotai, it's important that when we talk to somebody, to our kids, to our spouses, to our workers, employees, if we're sure or you're not sure, you're confident about it, you're positive about it, well, confident if you know what you're talking about. Another thing we see from here, Yosef was able to interpret the dream the right way. He himself was a professional dreamer also. Years ago, Yosef also had dreams. He used to see a lot of dreams. So he went through it. He knows the meaning related to it. He's a dreamer. He's been through it. He knows, he understands. Then you have astrologists come and they try to go through the stars and through other simanim, signs. They're not able to make it. Sometimes we need to ask advice to somebody that has been through it. Like Yosef, he's been through all these dreams. He knows it. He's experiencing it. Sometimes a person wants to start a business. We go to ask through. You can't use theory here to start a business. You cannot go read the books, how to start the business. You have to speak to somebody that's been through business. He's going through business. He knows it. He could give you the best advice. Yosef was that person. He's been through the dreams. He knows it. He's professional in it. And now, a few weeks ago, a person asked. Person's going through certain sickness, so he wants to know a good doctor. It's good you go to a doctor, but you know what? There's two people been through that what you went through, that sickness that you're facing now, and they made it through. Maybe you want to hear their opinion also. They went through it, they've been experienced, and they made it through. So maybe you should get their opinion. It's good to get doctors' also opinion. So Rabotai, Yosef was perfect person to open up the dream for Pharaoh. He's been through it, he knows it. A person is in college, wants to go for a certain major, he wants to, not sure which professor, which class should I go take. Speak to somebody that took their classes. They could give you right opinion. So Yosef was the right person for it. So Rabotai, it's always good to ask an opinion of a person that went through. There's a person that I know, he's a Baal Teshuvah. There's a rabbi, he's a Baal Teshuvah. He been through a lot of things in life. He became religious out of nowhere. He started keeping Shabbat. He became kashrut. He became learning Torah. He became a Talmid Chacham. He became a rabbi now. He is the right person. He does a lot of Baal Teshuvot. A lot of people become religious through him. Why? Why? Because he been through it. He knows how it feels. He knows how it felt to not to keep Shabbat. He been through non-kosher food. He been through all the clubs and parties. So he understands what the other person is going through. So he gives them guidance, step by step, right guidance. But that people, they want to become Baal Teshuvah, people want to become religious, they go to person, they've been religious from birth. They don't understand what you've been through. They don't know what you're going to start missing out when you start becoming religious, and what you'll be gaining also. So also it's good to get an opinion from a person that's been through what you're going through, to give you a right opinion. So that's why Yosef was the right person. He been through many dreams. He was able to interpret the dream for the butler, for the baker, and he had his own dreams. He was successful. He was the right person. Everybody should have a blessed day.